Hey, good Sunday afternoon to you. Popping on just a little bit earlier than I planned, but we do have a couple things to talk about. And I'm over here on the Kansas side, just a little bit earlier than I thought, but nonetheless, anything was possible this afternoon. So I'm looking out to the south of Goodrich, Kansas, to the west of Mound City, and I'm looking towards Mound City and Pleasanton. Severe thunderstorm just popped up and got this warning just about 5 minutes ago for the next 27 minutes. Severe thunderstorm located near Blue Mound. This is 8 miles northwest of Mound City, moving east at about 25 miles per hour. There has already been just about inch and a half hail out here just to the south and the west of Centerville, looks like to me. And so we can actually take a look and see what's moving through for hail there right now. Maximum estimated, yeah, it's dropping down just a little bit, but you guys are still up in the inch and a half hail possible for you out west of Mound City. So heads up to Mound City and Pleasanton for this severe thunderstorm that has just popped up in the last about 10-15 minutes that is headed your way right now. Let's go ahead and switch radar sources here, look a little bit more street level to see exactly. So here's Centerville, Kansas. Here we go. Here's Highway 548. Here is County Road 1077, looks like possibly to me. Not my most familiar area, but this is all out west of Mound City. And there's your hail core on the back side of that right now. Let's go ahead and put up hail just one more time here. See exactly where that is coming down right now. Directly south of Centerville, looking to pick up about that inch and a half hail. So let's go ahead and loop the radar here and see where we might wound up. So this is taking a little bit of a southeasterly orientation, right? Headed toward, let's take a look, Mound City for sure. Might clip just north of Blue Mound out here. So looking at this would be Highway 31 turning into 52 up here, just north of Blue Mound. Severe thunderstorm over you guys right now. Let's go ahead and read the warning, just see what that tells us. Cautioning us for $half size hail and wind gusts up to about 60 miles per hour. So yeah, that just dropped out. You got about 27 more minutes. This is 2:19 p.m. So overall, just kind of dropping back, I've been wondering if something wasn't going to fire early. Let me just go ahead and loop the radar, kind of looking regionally here, get it where you guys can see it. So this is what has happened out ahead of the front, which is still up here. It's moving through Kansas City, and so once that wind shifts to that northwesterly direction, you're really behind the front. And so anybody behind that, we're not talking about severe weather. But as it comes down here and presses on east central Kansas, west central Missouri, you can see that there is a mesoscale discussion, and we can go ahead and take a look at that. Let me see if I can grab that for you. Yeah, here it is. So let's see. This goes until 3:15 p.m. This is about 2:20. I do think we will see a watch out of this. They say watch probability about 80% for this entire area that we've been talking about really for the last couple of days. Hail probability we probably haven't seen in Mound City yet. Probably haven't seen the biggest hail that we're going to see through the afternoon. 1.5 to 2.5 inch possible hail. Winds of 55 to 70 mile per hour gusts. Can't rule out tornadoes with these small discrete cells either. So that's what we're talking about this afternoon. Let's go back to radar and take a look as of right now. So yeah, so that, I mean, more to come for sure, but I saw stuff popping out here. This is north of Columbia, headed off towards Monroe City and Hannibal. So just a little bit outside of my normal area, but made me wonder if something wouldn't perhaps fire. So if you're just jumping on the stream, good afternoon to you. It's a little bit earlier than I planned to be on this afternoon, but this is how things might go for this afternoon with the heating that we have had and that cold front pressing in now. Instability is high. So this is going to be what we need to remember with thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and where I can pull up your comments if you are with me this afternoon. That would be great. Go ahead and let me know what you're seeing. Probably seeing cloud cover pushing in all across the region as we look off toward the northwest. But go ahead and drop me your comments and questions. Not too much of a forecast change overall since this morning, really. Haven't had too much of a change. We knew there'd be possibly these little pop-ups earlier. But what I was saying was this is going to be the way that things go. These are going to come up fast. In fact, I don't even have to drop the radar back to, let me go back about 30 frames, and that's going to pick up at about 1:15. So it's been long after that. It's been within the last 30 minutes. Look how this just crops up there south of Garnett. That's how these are going to be. They're going to pop up fast, and they're going to be moving relatively fast too. So you know what one place gets, you know, another may not. But look at the wind. I can start to see a gust front. Let's switch over to velocity. So you're probably picking up some winds. Look at the winds coming now through Belton, right now south of Belton, Harrisonville. As that front presses in, you can look at the red there. I'm looking at velocity. And so are the winds picking up now just south of Harrisonville, looking like possibly down here, looking for like Drexel, right, as this presses through. Yeah, so there's your winds. That's your first clue. Stuff is off to a start for us this afternoon. So let's go back over here to looking at Mound City. So things are starting to rain in Mound City. The heaviest of this right now is out here around 1077 Road. Kreitzer? Don't know. Never heard of that one before. Love the maps on this system. So somebody's going to email me and tell me how to pronounce that or comment. I don't know. That's the risk I run, right? But heaviest stuff is out here around 1077. This is pushing off to the southwest. So I think Mound City, you are definitely in for this thunderstorm that has produced about 1.5 inches hail as it is right now, pressing through to the southwest. Probably going to pick up Prescott. Looks like Hume, maybe Stotesbury. I would say you're in the line of this thunderstorm as this moves together. So if you're just jumping on here with me, this is really the first thing that has popped out for the afternoon as far as severe thunderstorm warnings for the area. So you got 22 minutes. This is 2:23, so this is going to take you till just before 3 p.m. for a severe thunderstorm warning for $half size. That's 1.25 inch size hail over here in southwestern Lynn County is where we are starting things off this afternoon. So are there strong wind gusts out there? Let's go ahead and look at velocity. Probably shows up a little bit better on base. Yeah, not seeing a crazy wind profile with this yet. So we're talking heavy downpours and that inch plus hail up at around 1.5 inches over here. Looking to be done right now with Centerville. That's how fast these things are going to move through. Moving through here is Mound City, and I think that it's going to, you know, shave across probably the western chunk of Mound City here, and that's going to happen pretty fast, probably within the next 10 minutes. So Mound City, you are under that severe thunderstorm warning there for the next 21 minutes. Regionally, that's all I see right now, but we're getting into this chunk of the afternoon where these things are going to dust up quick. You know, here comes our gust through. You can see it even on reflectivity south of Harrisonville now, stretching across the area. So let's pop out and look at satellite cloud cover just to see, get a clue where things are here. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, here's our front. Cloud cover pressing in, out ahead of the front. Yeah, so between these two, we're definitely going to look for thunderstorms to be initiating. So our hazards today, if you're just jumping on with me, hazards today are damaging winds. Haven't seen that too bad in our first little pop-up this afternoon, but we have seen hail, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that. 2.5 inch hail, believe me, unfortunately, with this setup this afternoon is not out of the question. So Rich Hill is online with me. That's awesome. Everybody else checking things out. Not too much to speak about around the region right now. This lined up area right here, I never know what color to call that. Sorry, it's orange for me. Not sure what you guys see it as, but that's a mesoscale discussion that I was just talking about. We'll go back to that for a second because I think that really does paint the picture for this afternoon. Severe thunderstorm potential increasing. The Storm Prediction Center says a watch will likely be needed. I'm sure one is going to drop just any minute here. I'll go ahead and put that out when that happens. But we're talking about hail today. 1.5 inches up to 2.5 inches being possible. 55 to 70 mile per hour winds. And we do have that low end tornado risk today. And I do worry more about that when I see these smaller discrete cells. That's why we'll watch them so closely on radar. In fact, let's switch radar sources real quick. And yeah, so I'm able to see now we're tracking 1.25 inch hail just out in the to the western edge of this, hanging around the back side. Look at this hail. This is impressive. inch and a half, up to 2.5 inches possible today, although not seeing that right now out here west of Mound City. Mound City, Kansas is where I'm talking about right now. And that's what we have going on through the region right now. So just out there by itself, that's been the way of this little storm. So this is headed, as you can see, Prescott. Yeah, I think it maybe is going to pick up Hume as we go southeast or more east. Perhaps that will be the way of this little cell. So heads up to Mound City. This is just west of you right now. Pleasanton, I think it clips just a little bit south of you. Prescott and Hume. You guys have the first severe warned thunderstorm of the day kicking us off this afternoon. So we'll go back over here and just kind of take a wide view. See how long I need to be on here with this guy just hanging out by itself. But we'll just go ahead and loop radar kind of regionally here. You can see that that's all that's happening right now. But wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there is just, you guys see it, there's blips of convection just starting to get ready down here around Howard. Fredonia is where I'm seeing. So maybe are we going to have another pop-up cell between, say, Fredonia and Chanute? Watching you guys. I was overall paying attention to this southwest Kansas corner now, right? So let's go ahead and take a look. Let me see if I have model data ready to go, and I don't, but I can get it ready to go. Like I'm telling you, I mean, this just kind of blew up fast this afternoon, so happy to get on here and tell you about it. But let's go ahead and look at model data through the rest of the afternoon. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you so that you can see it now. There we go. Got it. So yeah, so I was watching, talking about this morning, southeastern Kansas down here is possible place for stuff to be initiating this afternoon. So looks like we have seen that. But model data, where am I up to now? This is 5 p.m. So, you know, as you can see through this line, I'm still expecting 5 p.m. Let me back it up to about 4. So yeah, I think we do need to pay attention around the 4 o'clock hour. If not before, there's 3 o'clock going backwards. And so areas that I'm seeing over here, we'll talk about southeast Kansas. I see Chanute. Model data saying it's going to get active between Chanute, Erie, Fort Scott area there between now and say 6, 7 p.m. That's where things start off. So model data telling us that by, what am I up to now, 6 p.m. Yeah, this will be 6 p.m. data. Let me back up to about 5 across west central Missouri. There's about a 5 p.m. model data picture. So I'm looking at anything from Pleasanton, Butler, Clinton, headed over towards Warrensburg and Sedalia. Afternoon heating is going to build up some significant instability. I'm seeing CAPE values just about 3,000 joules, which is really significant. So these hail parameters that we're seeing that I was just talking about there from the Storm Prediction Center, absolutely not out of the question. And so as we roll through, let's go back to about the 7 o'clock hour. I might be looking over here more around Warsaw, Osceola, Hermitage. You know, is that this is model data, keep in mind, but is that possibly a Boeing segment looking to get started there? So we have a ways to go through the afternoon, that is for sure, through the afternoon and evening, but we will just take it. We'll just take it one step at a time. So if you're just hopping on here with me, let's go back to Mound City, and I'm actually going to back this up because go ahead and get rid of that. I was just trying to see if it's weakening. It definitely is since it started. You know, look at it getting started there south of Centerville. As it comes across, it looks like this is starting to fall apart a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at hail real quick and just see what's going on with this little cell before we're done. So I'm not quite seeing the hail core that I was. This is out west of Kritzer. Maybe. This is around 1077 Road, south of 548. Big hail, definitely up around 1 inch hail active in this cell so far. So just to the south, here we go. Just since I was talking about that, look at this. All of this popping up. This is in our mesoscale discussion. So absolutely as indicated, I see a strong cell starting to come together here just south of Yates Center. Looks like it's about to 169 Highway, Petrolia. I would say heads up to you folks, heads up to Humboldt. Not severe warned yet, but up here just a little bit further to the north and the east in the line of Blue Mound. So Blue Mound has a little thunderstorm that is not included in the warning right now, but let's see if that's putting down some hail. That's going to spin up quick. As far as hail probabilities this afternoon, no, not seeing so much there. Still seeing the majority of the hail out here in the Warned area off to the west of Mound City this afternoon. Watching from Warsaw. Hey, Steven, thanks for being on here. I don't see anything headed your way just yet. You're definitely in the zone. And Osceola as well. Yep, I think things are going to wind up over there. Model data that I was just doing a minute ago says that comes a little bit later, but I think we're into the area now. This is 2:30. I was going to say, from 3 o'clock on, I mean, anything can happen all across the region. So, yeah, it's just tough. It's just tough to say right now. So right now, our only severe warned area continues to be over here in Mound City. This is going to go on for the next 13 minutes for 60-mile-per-hour wind. And half dollar size hail, which we have seen every bit of that this afternoon out here just west of Mound City with that little guy. So that's still looking to track off to the south and the east, and I'm going to say, yep, that's going to pick up Prescott, Stotesbury when it crosses state line. Checking everybody's messages, letting me know what's going on. Rich Hill especially, awfully appreciative of that. So now, let's see, what do we have? Severe thunderstorm watch in Kansas, in southeast Kansas, Bourbon, Cherokee, Crawford. In Missouri, we have Benton, Camden, Marys, Miller, Morgan, and Pulaski. In east central Missouri, Phelps, and south central Missouri, Denton, Texas. Look at all these counties just now under severe thunderstorm watch. No surprise there. In fact, these are all of the counties that are blinking at you now in red. If under a severe thunderstorm watch until for the next 7 hours. So yeah, this is going to cover our afternoon well over into the overnight tonight. So there's your severe thunderstorm watch area coming out this afternoon. No surprise there, as this first wave of storms just about makes it into the watch area. So yeah, no significant surprise there. This is picking up all the way over to Columbia, Jeff City this afternoon, right? So again, if you're just popping on our circled area there in the orange, let me go ahead and kind of outline that for you right here. Mesoscale discussion, which precludes a watch, almost always does when we know about it in advance like this. And we're talking about 1.5 to 2.5 inch hail as a possibility from these storms this afternoon. Storm spotter notes rotation apparently in Johnson County, Kansas. Okay. Not seeing anything going on there right now, so I'm not sure. Plenty of cloud cover probably, but not seeing anything up in that direction as of right now. So let's go ahead and loop radar just on this little cluster of cells starting to get together down here. Yeah, look at that. That is what has bloomed up in the last about 30 to 45 minutes that it has been now. So a little bit of stuff starting to pop down here. South of here is 54 Highway that runs Yates Center, Iola, Moran, Bronson. I have some little clusters of thunderstorms. Actually, not even that. They're just discrete individual cells right now trying to do something. Seeing some lightning now on the backside of this over here in Blue Mound. Let's switch radars and see if there's anything else that is going on with that I can't pick up with the other. So still tracking now. Hail is decreasing there. We're down to 1 inch hail. Isn't that good news? Just out to the east of Blue Mound, it looks like. As this starts to cluster, starts to gust out just a little bit is what I think it's doing there. But it's joining up with this cell that's off to the west of Mapleton. So it's probably going to swallow that one up into that as well. So strong thunderstorms out here in Kansas getting stuff started this afternoon. Here's the overall trend. Look how they're going to bloom up and travel south and east across the area this afternoon. Hail numbers are coming down just ever so slowly. So, yeah, that's still all that I see. But look at this out in front, right? Look at this line that you can now see stretching from over here in Kansas all the way to just south of Hannibal, Missouri. So I think this will be our focal area this afternoon. It's just got West Central Missouri's name all over it this afternoon, but we knew that. we knew that it would. So let's go back and take another street level look. We'll use this radar source to do that. And I can tell you that right now, heaviest activity is just along 31 into 52 roads out here in Kansas, just in the corner of this severe warn polygon this afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody joining me. Feel free to come and go and drop in and out as we get started this afternoon, because it's just going to pop up a little bit of everywhere. And that's going to be the way of it this afternoon. So what I see for heaviest activity right now along 31, heading out to Manti. I'm going to see if they kick this severe warned area out, and there we go, right? So now that's an interesting polygon. The severe warned cell is going to pick up in the red here, just south of Pleasanton, Kansas. It's going to pick up all of 69 highway. Here's 69 south of Pleasanton, running north and south there. It's going to pick up Prescott. It's going to go across state line over into Hume. And yeah, so it's all on account of, I think, unless the winds have picked up significantly, and I'm not really seeing terribly impressive winds with this just yet. Yeah, I think that it's going to be all on account of this hail. Check out the hail core in this. So we've seen 1.5 inches. It's tapered down to about 1 inch and just a little bit more as it works toward Manti over here, headed towards Mapleton. So that's where the hail is strongest right now. So if you're just jumping on here, we can take a look real quick and let you know that severe thunderstorm warning has been kicked out for now down to 1 inch. That's about quarter size hail. This is going to expire in the next 22 minutes. It's about 2:38. And it's just stretching across. It's just going to touch across state line and pick up. Just watching the overall trend there. Pick up Hume. Just pick up Hume in very, very southwestern Bates County. So just know there is a significant thunderstorm as things get started this afternoon off to your west. So that is the way of things as we get started this afternoon. I'm going to keep an eye on things definitely toward the 3 o'clock hour for sure. I expect more of this to come and go, and then a little bit more solid line shows up around 3 p.m., but wouldn't be surprised for these to fire. So over in Mound City right now, I think you're finishing up. This is going to go towards Mapleton and approximately hit state line here in the next 10 to 15 minutes as severe thunderstorms get off to a start this afternoon. So we'll keep an eye on things. I'm sure I'll be back on here closer to 3 o'clock and probably pretty long after that. So stay tuned, lock it in, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks.